Good morning, it's Matt. Welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat, and it's 05:34 here this morning. Now, ironically, I've got to be quick because I need to drop Granny up to work, and she's a post lady. So, that reminds me, the first order I've ever had go missing from Banggood, I finally emailed them to say, look, it's not arrived yet. And it was kind of hilarious because he said, "Oh, have you checked your local post office?" There's no need. My dragon-in-law is a postwoman, so yeah, come on. And it was for £4.50, so I'm sure they've been and made the refund for it. It was those magic pens for drawing on model airplanes, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm going to go and order some more later today. Now, I got lots of topics to cover with you this morning, and I don't have a lot of time, so apologies if I do talk quickly. I've got about 10 minutes, and whether I compress it all into 10 minutes is a bit 50-50. So topic number one is the chuck glider. I've been and chopped the nose off, and I got the big solder and iron out and cut out the nose and the main fuselage area. I do think I need to take a little bit more out, but we'll see how far we get with that. So I got the chuck glider. Oh, big hat tip to Mr. T for suggesting putting the motor on the back. I am not ruling that one out. I'm going to go with the obvious approach first, but I do really like your idea of putting the motor on the back and powering it from the back like a mini Talon. I do believe that's got legs, so let me put that down there. Oh, also you'll find out in a minute about a special device which turned up with me yesterday, which is the Eagle Tree Vector. You'll find out about that in a few moments. And I do have some mail which turned up, which I have been in. The only thing of reference really is that I've got a tiny little GPS board in there, which I can use with the flight controller for the little UAV. So yeah, that's all I've got at the post, and a bit of sticky back Velcro. Right, let's go across to the screen. So, those of you which are looking for deals, I will put a link to this page, and if you use the code RC200, I think it's like 30% off these products, 35% off these products. The only product which took my personal interest was this one, and we will get to that in a moment because I'm frankly confused on it. Scrolling down, like I said, there wasn't anything which really leaped out at me personally. That video transmitter, they're all a bit of a muchness now. The only benefit, that one, it comes with a mushroom antenna, and frankly honest, I'd rather buy and pay the extra for one of the, was it Iamaways, the blue ones, which I'm, Fat Shark is next to me, these ones. Those are the ones which I personally suggest because I use them a lot and they just work great. And I've only killed one of them so far, and that's when I put the 250 quad backwards into a tree, which was fun. Ooh, that made me jump. Scrolling down, yeah, there's some flight control boards in here. I do like the sound of these flight control boards, which have got the inbuilt OSD. So, and it comes with a current sensor. So yeah, considering I just paid 11 quid for just the power distribution board, which has got the OS screen in, and that one's actually got a flight controller in it. In fact, let's go and have a closer look at that one. I didn't spot that one, and no, I'm not going to buy it. I've got enough flight control boards here to sink a battleship. So it just says 6th off, so that's fair enough. But what's it based upon? Scrolling down, blah blah blah. And satellite receiver, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, what is it based upon? Scroll down. So it just says clean flight. I really can't see it, so yeah, I'll have to have a look at that one later. Yeah, scrolling on down, there wasn't anything else which really took my attention. That frame's pretty cool, to be fair. I do like these square frames. Yeah, but do I really need another quad? You've got to ask yourself that question. I've got 3 here, and I'm really not flying them very much. And there's one over there in pieces, and I've not flown that in quite a while. So let's scroll on down. Yeah, there's a collection of parts in there. If any of them tickle your fancy, what was it? RC200 will give you 35% off. So I'll put a link to that in the video description for you. Just went outside to get myself a fresh cup of coffee for today's coffee session, and it started to rain here in Bristol, here in the United Kingdom. Not good, which made me immediately go and check the weather for Stroud. And yeah, it doesn't look particularly windy, so hopefully it'll be about double that with the compression on the slope. But I got to leave shortly because I want to be up there for dawn ish. Yeah, bit 50-50 at the moment on the wind. I will be taking the BFG with me, which that episode came out last night, so I'll take that one with me. Might root out some FPV gear as well and stick some on, just dawdle around with it. What else we got? Oh yeah, this one completely confused me. Have you ever used the Immersion RC Easy Tracker V2? Because from what I've read, and I've got the manual out here, that's their website, and I also had the manual open as well. From what I can tell, this works off the GPS position, which has been transmitted down from the video transmitter, but there's very, very little information on how the actual device how the device actually sends the GPS information, because it then goes on and shows another product, which I found on Hobby King for 130 quid, which I thought was just ridiculous. So yeah, I'd really like an antenna tracker rather than sitting the stand up and just roughly pointing it in the right direction. But then on the flip side, that works. 50 quid and a load of faff. I don't know. So have you ever set one up on these antenna trackers? Do let me know. And by the way, this is for FPV. So if I was to set up like a helical, which I've got, antenna to get better video quality for further, yeah, I'd like that. But I think the reality is that it's not very well documented from what I can find. There's some people which have made some other setups, but very little going into the actual setup and the onboard stuff which you would need to do as well. So yeah, that's a curious one. That's the only one which caught my attention. Checking up on the Parrot Disco FP. No sales yet. It normally pops up on the right hand side, but yeah, nobody's bought one, and it's slowly getting more expensive as well. Oh my god, how rude. I tell you what, that's the reason why they've not sold any. £3.70 postage. Like I said, I've got a lot of topics for us to go through. The next topic is, I kept my word. I've been ordered 2 mini Drax. And there was some good news in here from Chris Click, wherever it was. It's in the molds. Let me read this out, Chris's words. So, blah, blah, blah. The cost to make the form 4 times expensive than the EPO molds, made in Germany with German foam, blah, blah, blah. Just reading it myself. The mold would have been cast. Yeah. No. Where was it then? Yeah, by the looks of it, the mold is in the process being manufactured. So, yeah, fingers crossed for Christmas. That's the reason why I bought it. And I did buy a spare. So, yeah, happy days, mini Drax. Happy days. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's happy days. The Vector. I am running a mini episode or some mini series on the Eagle Tree Vector. I've been and brought a brand new one for the mini Talon, which I've yet to build. So yeah, if the weather's pants tomorrow, I'll be making a mini Talon. Yeah, I need to get the 3D printer going because I want to make a little platform for the front for the camera. And also the back motor mount is bugging me as well because I'd like to be able to get the motor out at a later point. So I need to look to see whether I'm just going to use straightforward wood screws to hold the motor in, which has done really well for me in the past. So I might just go for the simple yet effective approach, or I could epoxy on some bolts or nuts on the back and then bolt the motor in on an X clamp. Or what was the other approach you could do? You could also get the tiger nuts and embed those in the plywood in the back. So yeah, not too sure on that one yet. And I also need to go and see Dave and go and nick some of the clear laminate off him as well, because I would like to laminate the mini Talon, because that's what Dave's done with his, and it's really kept it looking good. And I've seen how fast those things come into land, and it doesn't hang around. So yeah, a little bit of extra protection for the model, I think is a really good idea. What was in the comments as well? Scroll down here. Yeah, that was we were just chatting about, I saw from your comments in the video description. Yeah, there was it. Morning, gents. I had my first AOL Banggood order for a total of £4.50. And I ordered that back on the 25th of August. Bit of a shame. But also thank you for having a chat as well. Because unfortunately I can't fly every day of the week. And either for weather or work getting in the way, you know. But on a serious point, yeah, if you do have any comments on any of the episodes, please do let me know in the comment section underneath the episodes, just like this one. So if I brought up a topic today which you were interested in, do let me know in the comment section. What else have you got? Oh yeah, that was me Googling to find that. Yeah, really. That's the connector for the on-screen display. Yeah, that's not really gonna happen because it doesn't even include the GPS module. So yeah, bit wild. So right, I've done my best to keep with that in just over 10 minutes. Happy days. I'm off slope soaring today. I sincerely hope that you're out flying today, and if you are, chuck a battery in for me. Oh no, actually, no need to chuck a battery in for me because I'm actually flying today. But feel free to use that as an excuse. And yeah, with that said, I've got to go and drink my cuppa up. I've got to take Granny to work. Then it's grab the models, chuck them in the car, straight out to the slope. So with that said, for myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me for a cuppa this morning. And on that note, happy flying and cheerios.